PCB tutorials channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you dimension in physics. This topic is compulsory to the beginners in science and those who are preparing for 2021 Jamb. This topic is compulsory in physics because we use it to find unit, and we use unit to identify in physics. Anytime you heard about dimension, the first thing that will come into your mind is fundamental and derived quantities. What is fundamental and derived quantities? As you can see, fundamental quantities are those quantities that are independent of other quantities. That is, here are the examples of fundamental quantities. Mass, the dimension of mass, which is capital letter M, and the unit is kilogram. Length, which is the dimension of length, which is L, and its unit is meter. While time is in second, temperature in Kelvin. And derived quantities are those quantities obtained by some simple combinations of the fundamental quantities. Here are the examples of what derived quantities. When you see area, what is the formula for area? Length times breadth, and the unit is meter square. The other one is volume. Volume is length times breadth times height, and its unit is meter cube. While another one is velocity. The formula for velocity is displacement all over time taken, and its unit is meter per second. While the final one is acceleration, which is velocity all over time taken, and its unit is meter per second square. You can't find dimension unless you know the formula of what you were asked to find. For example, if your teacher asks you to find the dimension of velocity, the first thing you should know is the formula for velocity. And what is the formula for velocity? V equal to displacement all over time taken. This is the formula. That is to say, if you don't know the formula, you can't find dimension. So it is compulsory on you to go and learn formula. Let's look at these work examples. Your teacher asks you to find the dimension of the following. A is velocity, B acceleration, and C volume. Solution. The first thing to do is to write down the formula for velocity. And velocity V is equal to displacement all over time taken. All over time taken. And remember, displacement is the same thing as distance. That is, they are talking of the point between two objects. And this displacement is also known as length. So you can say that your velocity equal to, since displacement is the same thing as length and the dimension of length is L, you can say your velocity is equal to L all over time. The dimension for time is capital letter T. So you put your capital letter T here. The following process is what? V equal to L all over T is the same thing as L all over T. That is all. And to find the unit equal to, remember, length is in what? Is in meter. That is, the unit of length is meter. You write your M over. And remember, your time is in what? Is in second. Look at T in second. So, which is all over S. You can say the unit of velocity equal to meter over second, or equal to meter per second. The following question is what? B. And we were asked to calculate the formula for acceleration. Remember, the formula for acceleration A equal to velocity all over time taken, where v is the velocity and t is the time taken. The following process is what? Is to find the formula for velocity. And remember, formula for velocity, your v is equal to length all over time. Substitute length all over time into this equation. That is, this one will represent the place of velocity, so that you now have your A is equal to length, which is this length, all over t times this t, which is now t. You can now write that your A is equal to length all over t times t, since the dimension for time is capital letter T. And remember, A equal to length all over t times t is t squared, where your A now is equal to length all over t squared. To find its unit, you can say that A equal to length all over t squared. And remember, length is in meter. This is equal to meter all over t is in second. And since there is t squared here, then it is going to be second square. Your A now is equal to meter over second square, or A equal to meter per second square. This is the dimension for acceleration. And the third one is what? Is volume, which is C. Volume. The formula for volume, V, is equal to length times breadth times height. Remember, length is talking of the distance between 2 points. Breadth is the same thing as distance between 2 points. And height is the same thing as distance between 2 points. Where you have something like this. This is the height, and here is the breadth. So here is talking of distance between this point and this point. Then the height is talking of the distance between upper point and the down point. So you can write that your V is equal to length times length times length, because here, between here and here is length, between here and here is length, between this point and this point is also known as length, so that you now have your V is equal to length times length and length will give you length cube. And the unit V is equal to, since length is in meter, then you now have your meter cube. This is the dimension for volume. If you found this video useful, you can share it to your relatives, your loved ones, and your friends. And don't forget to click on the like button.